Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Upon your request, I've decided to start a Bible study series on my channel. However, before we dive into a certain book of the Bible, I thought it'd be kind of helpful to give you guys some tips and the basics on how I even go about reading the Word. There are so many different Bible versions out there for any kind of reader, but regardless of the version you own, the Bible's books can be broken up into a couple different genres. You have poetry, gospel, Old Testament law, and so much more. And we'll go into depth about each of these, but just not in this video. So why do we study the Bible? In short, it's to know God and understand His nature and character. Everyone has a way of understanding the Word in a way that works best for them. The three ways are as follows. You memorize, you meditate, or you study. All are super effective, but for today's video, I'll be sharing on study. I like to have different pens and highlighters for color coding, sticky notes, and then of course, you'll need a notebook and your Bible. This is totally optional, but I've found that color coding and creating a key is super helpful. You can get creative with this and use different colors, create different symbols, and more. The study method I like to use is known as the inductive method. It consists of 3 steps: observation, interpretation, and application. Observation is essentially the who, what, and where of a passage. In today's video, we'll be looking over 4 verses in Ephesians 1 for the sake of explaining this method. I'll start off by reading the selected passage and then color coding things like my audience and phrases that stand out to me. Once that's complete, I'll transfer over everything onto my notebook. The second step is interpretation. This is where we'll ask the why, look at historical background, and pull out timeless truths. A timeless truth means understanding the historical background and the audience of when the text was written, but then pulling out a part of the text that, regardless of those factors, can still be applied today. To gather some of this information, you'll most likely have to cross-reference other books in the Bible. In this case, we'll be cross-referencing with the book of Acts. In this portion of Ephesians, we learn that Paul is telling the Ephesians that things won't be easy for them, but that God has set them apart. The timeless truth we can pull out of this text is that God's character remains the same despite the situations in our life. Lastly, the final step is application. This is where you come up with the practical, timely, and doable lesson to apply to your life. In this case, our application could be that we ask ourselves the following: is the way we view God's character messed up because of our current life situations? If you enjoyed today's video, make sure and give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I also want you guys to know that reading the Word is all about taking it slow and being intentional. So I hope that this video gave you guys some good pointers, and I'm super excited to start this new series with you guys. Until next time, bye!